carved on stairs, buried deep in the earth, long submerged beneath waterfalls, who triggering a thunderstorm, summoning gusts of wind, seething waves of sea, slapping on the reefs to make a voice tell us what to believe without any doubt, without any doubt. Never let us down. Tell us when to depart. For promise true, for promise true. Despite the day of doom, our bloodline stretches out one more inch with every heartbeat, reaches a fingertip that has been stained at the words on the page. We have done before, taken heart of grace, taken heart of grace. It's hardly the way we still struggle against the fear of unknown. The fear of unknown keeps our frailty apart. No one would be able to look down upon this world. So on is allowed to be born. We've now learned to believe without any doubt, without any doubt. Never let us down. We have taken the road for promise truth, for promise truth. Despite the day of
Stars are these and I saw away, still shining with the light of their from that awakened face. Let it penetrate darkness when a beast falls to find a way. Let it penetrate my heart so I can share your pain. If there's a way to God I can portray, I'm more than gonna be. into world. If there is a way to turn back how we built all the lawless dream, another branch we go down, flourishing the future. The brains of you world will wake you up again. Too much of the past for one to memorize. Too many words remain for one to read through the lines. The ebb and flow of the crowd flood the world and paradise along the path of time. Every night brings a dream, but the day relentlessly keeps me awake. All the rest will be done whenever a choice is made. Every living soul in the fray, striving for their own safe place. Life is too long to end that way. Just a drop of water suffices. Being caught, sort of close by the universe. Personas played out on the stage will return to the self when there's a curtain call. Every night brings a dream, but the day relentlessly keeps me awake. All the rest will be done whenever a choice is made. Everyone has their own desire, leading to the ultimate. Life is too long to end that way. Just a drop of water suffices. Still I wish to embrace the world with my thoughts.
Alright, hey everyone, I think it's about to go live, so, I'm setting up. I don't know exactly when it's supposed to start, I just know it is supposed to start in the next, like, 5 minutes or so, I think. I could be wrong about that, but we'll see, we'll see. I still don't, like, see anything on it. Is it up yet? I can't find it. It's weird because I see people watching it. Like, where is everyone watching it at? Because it's not on their freaking page. We'll see. Let's just go Genshin Impact. Go to their home. Like, I seriously don't see it. But there's people watching it. I don't understand. Why can't I find it? It's not coming up for me. .2 live stream. Alright, I found it. I found it. I had to start it over, but I found it. I think. Okay.
And I'm sure lots of travelers are super excited to see what version 3.2 has in store for us. So let's
Yay,
jump
let's
right
go,
in and
let's
start
go.
with our new version trailer.
Let's do it!
That took me way too long to find, I'm not gonna lie.
Imagine this. We have orchestrated our plan
I'll
and
hate them
successfully
right off the
rescued
bat.
Lesser Lord
I'm happy.
Kusanali. We have changed Sumeru's entire political landscape.
Huh? Did I just see something
I'll
dart
hate
by?
them right off the bat, let's go.
Having the doctor gone benefits
Dea!
him as well as us.
Oh no, Kusanale.
Amazing. So this is how it feels to walk out of that cage with my own
Nahida!
body. Yeah!
Dude, I am wailing for this little child.
Hey!
Her music is so
Make
cute.
yourself at home! Yeah! But now doesn't seem to be the time to indulge in this feeling.
Layla. Dude, I'm so excited for Layla.
Is it too late for an extension?
She's so pretty.
Not now. Stars, shine for me.
Luckily, there is still some time left for me to take care of everything before I leave.
Dude, Torre.
So, you think this is over?
He has the ley line tube in his back.
Wait.
He is being powered by the ley lines.
Can't.
That's the secret hidden by Ermin's soul concerning the truth of this world.
The balladeer has already become a god?
What?
No wonder your own people have abandoned you, God of wisdom.
Oh, I'm so excited! Holy shit!
At my
He
command,
does have every element, I knew
you
that.
shall fall. My endless cycle begins. Your ploy was to sacrifice the traveler here, was it not?
Nilu, are you sure about this? You're taking
No!
such a great risk for them.
Thank God.
I must admit that I'm a little scared. But I'll try my best for Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Hathem's plan is even more radical than I imagined.
Brothers, let's show them we Eremites are not to be messed with.
Okay.
Bazaar, you've betrayed all of Sumeru.
betrayed its Archon.
Creating
What do
a
you like?
god.
We are using human wisdom to create a god. Let us reenact the scene of the Archon War. Come and inaugurate my birth as a god.
This is gonna be the best update ever. I'm calling it. Oh man, I'm calling it. I'm calling it. Dude, that's so good. That's so good. Okay, I'm taking a picture because I can't put them in right now, so. Holy shit. That... I don't even know what to say to that. That was so good. That was so good. Alright, I am a little behind, so I can skip ahead a little bit.
Sumeru Archon Quest in version 3.2. Picking up right where we left off, the Traveler is teaming up with some amazing characters to face the Academia and rescue Sumeru's Archon.
Ew.
But I'm sure the first thing everyone's wondering is how we're going to save the Dendro Archon.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Nahida's been locked up by the doctor inside the sanctuary of Surasthana. It's not like we can just go walking in there. And on top of that, we're dealing with 2 of the Fatui Harbingers now. We've got the Balladeer in his super powerful looking boss form, as well as the doctor, who seems to be a real tricky one to predict. I'm not gonna lie, the Traveler really has his hands full with this one.
Yeah, definitely a tricky situation.
Wait.
Totally. And
The
besides these
Kalphas
2 Harbingers,
flames
we can be sure
rising?
the Grand Sage will also be on his guard.
Kalphas?
But hey, with the help of 2
Like from
insiders like
Honkai?
Sino and Alhaitham,
Hello?
we might just have a way into the Academia.
Well, as the General Mahamatra, Sino also has his own agenda. After being tracked and predicted by the Academia for all these years, this might just be his chance to settle the score.
Okay.
And if we're hoping to truly save Sumeru, we'll definitely need the power of the Dendro Archon to help us.
Yeah, I can't wait to see how everyone's hard work and coordination plays out.
And I don't know about you guys, but besides saving Nahida, I'm also curious how we're going to save Irminsul. Plus, we still don't know the meaning behind the words that Greater Lord Rukkhadevata left us. World, forget me.
I honestly
Well,
just think that was a
travelers will be
memory
able to
from her.
personally unravel the answers to all these questions in their own journeys through version 3.2.
I'm gonna turn it down
You
just a
know,
little
I'm
bit.
actually kind of
It's very
curious what the
loud.
future for Sumeru will be once they get through all of this and, well, you know, what will happen to the crew we've been working with along the way.
Yeah, same. I just hope things will work out for everyone affected by Elazar, like Dunyarzad and Kale. Oh, and we can't forget the desert
Dunyarzad.
dwellers who have been mistreated all these years.
Is
There's
it
a
bad
lot
that I
that
care
needs to
more
change
about
for them,
Dunyarzad
too.
than Kale?
Right. So be sure not to miss Chapter 5 of the Archon Quest. Akasha pulses, the Kulpa flame rises. It'll be quite the ride, and I hope everyone will enjoy it.
Yeah, and of course, the end of this quest won't be the end of everyone's journey in Sumeru. There are still many puzzles and mysteries waiting to be solved.
Okay.
Whether it's Lesser Lord Kusanali, the Doctor, or the Balladeer, I think there still might be lots of unexpected things waiting to be uncovered.
I still gotta finish the
it's gonna
R&R
be
quest.
awesome.
I think I gotta do that in
Okay,
stream one day.
so now that we've talked about some of the storyline, maybe we can talk about that massive mechanical-looking puppet we've seen. That's the god that the Academia has been creating.
That's right, and now that you mentioned it, let's talk about the Balladeer boss battle.
Let's go!
This boss looks tough. The Doctor must have put a lot of his energy into this.
Yeah, the Balladeer has lots of strong and awesome looking abilities, so why don't we start by checking out some gameplay from the new boss battle?
Sounds good.
Let's go. Does he have the Electronosis in that somewhere? Because he's definitely got the Lightning Electro theme going. Can you hit him when he's like that, or do you just gotta wait until... Do the music though. Dude, the music though. Oh, dude.
Wow, just look at the size of it. Pretty sure this boss is gonna push travelers to the limit.
Yeah, no kidding.
I
mean, that
just
thing
without
is
Raiden,
huge.
you one-shot
Come to
him.
think of it, this is like the third Fatui Harbinger boss battle we've had.
Probably
They really
not,
keep stepping up the
but,
art and design every time. It's so awesome.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
This is an ultra powerful puppet we're going up against here. So we're talking huge attacks and epic moves. Let's break it down a bit. In the first phase of the battle, the balladeer will use his massive arms to attack everyone.
Okay.
The arms are capable of utilizing different elemental powers, and there are several types of abilities, including attacks that create fields of burning or freezing effects on the ground.
So just bring a healer.
Oh, you know what? This fight kind of reminds me of when we fight Ruin Guards. I think we'll have to come up with a way to paralyze it.
Right. And you might have noticed there are some arcane formations on the ground, so activating those might trigger some interesting effects.
And I bet a lot of people are wondering what that thing is floating next to us. Not gonna lie, he's kind of cute. Oh, maybe it's a Paimon reskin.
Sorry, but no. Not
It's
only is it
obviously
super
something
cute,
from
but it's
Nahida.
also super powerful. Travelers will need to charge energy for this little helper and use its special skill to counter the boss in battle.
A helper in a boss fight. Yeah, that's definitely not Paimon.
True.
Once the balladeer has transformed into this massive form, our usual attacks won't deal any tangible damage to him. So,
What?
the only thing capable of breaking through his defenses will be our little helper that we just mentioned. There will even be some moments in the fight where travelers will need to use an aiming mode to attack the boss's weak points.
Oh, who would have guessed that little thing would be so important against a boss the size
So
of
you
the
can't
balladeer?
just
I know, right?
myrtle
They
it.
also use some amazing special effects for all of the balladeer's moves. Speaking of which, the cosmic appearance, the spacey special effects of his skills really kind of
For
remind
sure, the
me of the
void,
Raiden
what?
Shogun skills.
Ah, you're right. And seriously, I can't
I mean,
wait
she
to
is his
check out this
mom.
new boss fight. I'm so hyped.
Yeah.
So now that we've covered the new boss battle, I think it's
Nahida.
time to introduce the first of our new playable characters coming in version 3.2. Let's welcome Lesser Lord Kusanali, aka Nahida.
Yay!
Let's go.
After everything we've experienced in the story so far,
Her
I think
Temple of Maya
Nahida's
skill is
already like a good
beautiful.
friend to us. It's seriously so crazy what we've been through.
Oh, I'm so happy to hear you say that, Zach. Okay, so throughout our journey, maybe everyone's already noticed some of the yeah, let's call it that, unique metaphors that Nahida likes to use. And yeah, they can be
Duke.
pretty out there. Or sometimes she'll use really childlike language to describe some deep or profound idea. But the truth is, she has yet to set foot in the outside world since she was born. To her, all the knowledge that she has in her mind is like pieces of scenery that she's never seen with her own eyes.
Has she been
Totally.
trapped this whole
It's
time?
really hard to imagine
they
that the
kept her
God
locked
of
up
Wisdom
the
had been locked
entire
up
time?
for 500 years. Just makes me upset just thinking about it.
But I'm sure everything will work out
That's
sooner or
horrible.
later.
If travelers would like to spend more time with Nahida, then be sure
Yay!
to check out Nahida's story quest, Sapientia Oromastes chapter. The quest will be available upon completing the Sumeru Archon quest. So be sure to check out the quest to learn more.
It's nice that we'll get to spend more time with her. But I want to see Nahida in battle. What you got for us, Kimberly?
Oh, I've got lots to share.
Why?
But before we get to that, let's have a quick peek at Nahida in action.
What they say is true. You have to see the world for yourself to appreciate how beautiful it is.
I love her little like hopscotch Dance Dance Revolution like play style. It's very cute.
Bro! The Temple of Wisdom!
She's so cute. Aw, she's not smiling.
Wow.
Animation nerf.
Look at her.
I love her.
Aw, little Nahida is so cute. I love how she hops around when she's fighting. Oh, and her swing too. So, what's that skill that looks like she's using a viewfinder or something? That seems pretty different.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's start with her viewfinder-ish kind of skill, which is actually her elemental skill. As a catalyst user,
enemies.
Nahida's combat
Her
style
whole
is
kit's been leaked
pretty
already.
unique.
Sorry, guys.
You may cast her elemental skill by tapping the skill button,
Oh, it looks
or
like she'll
you may
work good
hold
with
the
the
button to
Elan.
enter an aiming mode. Opponents who are selected while aiming will be linked by Nahida's special mark.
So you do damage
After you
to
trigger
one.
elemental reactions on
They all
opponents
get
who are
damaged.
linked, and when they take damage from Dendro cores, Nahida will unleash Tri-Karma Purification, dealing Dendro damage.
Whoa, this is so cool. Yeah, I love how it's like connecting the enemies together.
Outside of combat, Nahida can use her elemental skill and enter the aiming mode we just mentioned to interact with
pick stuff
certain
up?
harvestable items, allowing her to collect items directly to the inventory from a distance.
Whoa, wait. Being able to harvest materials like that is gonna be so cool.
Dude, you
That'll
don't have
really
to
save us
climb
some time.
anymore. Just
Yeah,
you find
this
a
skill
mountain.
may also have some additional uses, so travelers will have to give it a try themselves and see.
Ooh, okay.
Nahida's elemental burst is where things get really interesting. Upon unleashing her burst, Nahida manifests the Court of Dreams, expanding a special field.
That's pretty amazing. The effect really does look like some
That was
royal
called the
court
Temple
or
of Maya.
palace.
Yeah, different effects will be produced based on whether there are pyro, electro, and hydro characters in the party. While Nahida is within the special field, a pyro member in the party will increase the damage of Tri-Karma Purification. An electro party member will decrease the intervals at which Tri-Karma Purification is triggered, and a hydro party member will cause the duration of the field to be increased. If there are at least 2 party members of the
So-
elemental types I just mentioned, then the effects will be increased further.
Whoa,
So think
this
about
is blowing
this,
my
like,
mind right now. We'll really have to focus
Cyno,
on which effects we want to achieve.
2 hydro
and
characters
put some
in
thought into
Nahida.
our team's composition.
Right? A
you'd be able
key
to
thing
keep
to
it up.
remember is that these effects can be triggered while Nahida is not on the battlefield, as long as the active character remains in the special field radius.
Nice. Also, in addition to Nahida, we have one other character joining us in version 3.2.
Layla!
That's right. She's
so
a
pretty.
very peculiar academia student.
I'm a lover.
Her name is Layla.
She
Most
might be.
days,
She's an
she
introvert
looks super
psychopath.
tired
I'm
and
a
anxious,
lover.
which seems to be a direct result of her relentless struggle with her studies.
Yeah, and not only is she frail and anxious looking, but she also studies astrology. So it's no wonder people around her might consider her a little strange and mysterious. And even though she's always
those rocks
groaning
in
about
the
her
sky.
studies, most of Layla's research work is actually fine overall. It's just her lack of confidence that's really holding her back. And that's when her unusual ability comes into play.
And her ability is sleepwalking.
Yeah. While she is sleeping, Layla unleashes her true self, allowing her to regain the confidence she needs and activate the talents and strengths she's had all along. As soon as she starts sleepwalking, her unfinished papers no longer seem like the monumental tasks they were, and she completes them in no time.
This
Damn.
is definitely something only Layla can do. Our viewers shouldn't try to do this with their own homework. But does Layla have any idea what happens when she's sleepwalking? I mean, does she know that she has this ability?
She seems to be aware of it. The papers are obviously full of her handwriting, after all. But there have been some weird instances. For example, once during crunch time while researching, she sleepwalked and climbed the wall of Salmio, and then randomly bumped into Candace. Such weird occurrences have made her start to wonder what's really going on.
Okay.
And aside from her sleepwalking, just like any other student, Layla has many typical things that she hopes to achieve, as well as some regrets. She wants to be able to make friends and go out and have fun. But
Nahida
it
needs to
seems
be able
like
to
she'll
do
never
that.
be able to do any of that until she graduates.
And actually, I'm guessing that she uses her sleepwalking abilities in combat too, right?
You bet. Let's have a look at Layla in combat.
Her
Sweet.
super powerful shield. Have you guys seen its numbers yet? They're like almost as good as John Lee's, but if you get her like second constellation, not only does it increase its durability, but it also freaking allows multiple people to have it like a co-op. So just getting her C2 makes her like insane.
Stars, shine for me.
But she's good at C0 too.
looks like she's sleeping while being protected by the shield.
This shield not only protects Layla, but also creates night stars while it is active. When a character protected by the shield uses an elemental skill, more night stars will be
She's
created.
probably going to be really
Once
good
4
with
night
Ayato.
stars have been accumulated, they will transform into homing shooting stars,
Think
dealing
about it.
damage to any
Layla,
opponent's hit.
Ayato, Fischl, and Bennett.
Night
That'd be
stars.
such a good
I
team
love how her
comp.
skills have a starry theme. It ties into her studies.
Yeah, throughout the skill's duration, each time a night star is accumulated, the shield strength will increase. This effect can stack up to a maximum of 4 times.
Whoa!
Layla's elemental burst unleashes a dream sphere that constantly fires starlight slugs at opponents within its AoE, while also generating night stars for Layla's shield. As a talented Ratawa his student, Layla also comes in handy when crafting.
She's sleeping
when Layla
and doing her
crafts
work.
character talent materials, she has a set chance to receive double the product.
Nice.
Anyway, when can travelers expect to see these new characters available in-game?
Great question.
Yay!
That brings us to our new event wishes.
This is going to
In
be
the
such
early
a
part
good
of version
weapon banner.
3.2, Nihida and
'Cause I
Yoimiya
don't
will
have-
be available.
I won't have either of
In
these
the later
weapons.
part of the version, we'll be seeing rerun event wishes for Yaimiko and Tartaglia,
Well,
and
I was planning
Layla
on
will
pulling.
become available for the
I was
first time.
planning on pulling
Also,
for Miko
a
again.
new 5-star weapon, 1,000 Floating Dreams, will be appearing in the new
Because I
weapon
wanted her
event wish.
C1, so
Oh,
that's
nice.
the way to get Layla.
By the way, I've heard that Layla's been getting ready recently to participate in Sumeru's Beast Tamer tournament. But before we get into that, I think it's time for us to take another break. We'll be back with the latest info on events coming in the version update.
I know what you're thinking. It's time for redemption code. You guys get it?
Boo.
I know.
Alright, that's enough.
Boo.
Him and his dad jokes. Poor Sino. Alright, I'm taking a picture. Boop. Can I fast forward anymore? I can. Being a little behind is nice sometimes.
But also spectators from
Oh,
other
you can get a
nations.
free copy of Dory. That's nice.
Fungus competition?
What?
How does that even work? Aren't fungi dangerous? They're always attacking us in the wild.
I know it sounds a little weird, but
It's
you'll
gonna be an
love
amazing
it.
event.
In this contest, participants will use a special gadget called a Wisdom Orb to
Okay.
catch and train their fungi and participate
Wait, we get to
in
catch
battle
them
events.
and train
Although the
them?
fungi often pose as little troublemakers for us in the wild, using this gadget will allow travelers to establish a certain level of communication with them.
Mushroom
Okay,
pets?
so if I catch and train
Mushroom
a
pets?
Jade Terror Shroom, then I should be pretty much unstoppable, right?
Oh no, come on, that wouldn't be fair.
In this event, travelers will be able to sneak up on fungi in some certain areas to catch them. Unfortunately, the Jade Plume Terror Shroom is not one of those areas, Kimberly.
Aww.
If you end up startling them, they'll flee until they are outside a set distance.
After catching different kinds of fungi, you can follow Paimon's suggestion and give them cute names. But most importantly, you will have to train your
Bongo
fungi.
head?
That sounds fun.
Travelers will have to use special floral jelly ingredients to mix and form blends that your fungi enjoy and unlock their true potential.
Can they evolve?
While mixing ingredients,
Can they
use
evolve?
copy, switch, and rotate functions, and place a preset formula you have in the corresponding spot.
Aw, looks kind of like jelly. I bet Paimon's gonna be all over that.
Hey, can the mushrooms evolve?
Well, I can tell why you didn't book that role.
And with all these different kinds of fungi, they should have different abilities, right?
This is gonna be
so
my favorite
to work
event,
on their
like,
abilities,
ever.
we'll use something called the Special
Hashtag
Training Mode.
mushroom cult.
In this mode, there will be 2 challenge types: coordinated assaults and zone defense.
Please let me, like,
Travelers
I really
will be able
hope,
to command their fungi's abilities,
really hope
have
that
them
we can keep
coordinate
one
their
as the
attacks
actual
against a
pet
single target,
afterwards, or at least
and
put 'em in our
control them to
teapot,
defend
like-
the ley line monolith.
Aw, they're so cute. This is gonna be so much fun. I can't wait.
Yeah, me neither. As for the rewards, in
Little
addition to
mushroom
Primo Gems
army.
and various materials, once travelers have reached a certain phase of the event, they will also be able to
Why is
summon
this
the
the
great
cutest
and
thing ever?
almighty merchant, Dory.
And Layla will be appearing in the event storyline, as well as a familiar
cool.
visitor from another nation. Any idea who it could be?
Supposedly a fun guy.
Is it
Okay,
Ito?
I see what you did
Is
there.
it
I
Ito?
respect it. Let's leave
He likes
that
to battle
for
beetles.
travelers
Is he
to
gonna
discover
show up to
themselves
battle
in the event.
mushrooms?
Come on, guys, come on, yeah.
Okay, next up we have a change of pace with an all-new Trials event. For this event, travelers will have to use characters' special abilities to complete specific objectives. For example, you may have to knock slimes into the goal by triggering an overloaded reaction with Yen Phase and
Slime
Key's attacks,
soccer?
or
What?
use Gaelon's elemental skill to move quickly and dodge giant pinballs. Here are some others. Use Xiao's plunging attack to send platforms back to
Dude,
the ground,
I'm all
or
over it.
use Beto's elemental skill to hit the ball.
This sounds like some pretty unusual training.
Yeah, and to make things even more interesting, this event will support co-op gameplay.
Let's go! Finally, a
This
co-op
sounds like
event.
it'll be a lot of fun to watch. But
Dude,
what
it's been
about
so
objectives for
long.
characters that maybe we haven't unlocked yet?
No worries, we got you covered. All the corresponding characters will be provided as trial characters in the challenges.
Nah.
Perfect.
Nah.
In addition
I'll
to
use
these
my
events, version 3.2 will also feature an event for our players to put their skills to the test.
Dendro hypostasis.
This time, we'll have a new edition of the Hypostatic Symphony event.
Nice. So, what changes can travelers expect this time around?
The
Dendro
most notable
hypostasis
change,
to
of
be in
course,
it.
will be the addition of the new Dendro hypostasis. That's right, the last member of the hypostasis family will be officially landing in version
Wait, is the
3.2.
cryo one gonna be in it?
Besides
'Cause it
serving
wasn't
as a
in the
new
last
open
one.
world boss, the
Did they
Dendro
just forget about
hypostasis
the
will
cryo
also be busy
hypostasis?
performing alongside
Poor
its fellow
cryo hypostasis.
hypostases in the Hypostatic Symphony event.
This time around, travelers
Okay,
will be
never
facing
mind. They did
challenges
put it in.
featuring the Dendro, Cryo, Pyro, and Hydro hypostases.
Okay.
Before each challenge, travelers may select a buff effect to use. However, as you increase the difficulty, the number of uses will decrease and the enemies will become more challenging. So it'll be super important for travelers to plan the right moment to use these effects.
So what options do we have once we run out of buffs?
Travelers will still
It's a
be
really
able to
weird
use
team call.
food and potions from their inventory. If you're aiming to just collect all the Primo Gem rewards, then don't worry. You won't need to up the difficulty too much.
Okay, good to know.
Dude, Ayato against the fire
I,
one,
for
though,
one,
it's dead.
will definitely not be upping the difficulty. And just like before, you may tackle the challenges together with your friends once they have joined your world.
Great. We can help each other out.
Oh, yeah.
Now that we've covered the challenge event, let's take a quick look at a
This one's
couple more
co-op too.
casual events coming our way in the new update. First, we'll be finding inspiration for an illustrator in the
not this one
Outside the Canvas
again.
Inside the Lens event. And once again, we'll be working together with Lieben in Marvelous Merchandise. It's also worth mentioning here
one
that
sucked.
some optimizations have been made for the photo event this time around. Everyone will be able to select from some preset angles and can make use of the rotate and focus functions to take better pictures.
That's great.
Sucked.
While you're out taking pictures, you may run into some interesting storylines along the way. So be sure not to miss Outside the Canvas, Inside the Lens.
Man, I love these kinds of events. Sign me up.
Yeah, me too.
Update this Serenity
In
Pot.
addition to all these new
Sumeru
events,
style.
we also have some news on system-related updates and optimizations. I'm really excited about the
Sumeru
first
style,
of these,
Sumeru
which is
style,
regarding the
Sumeru style,
Serenity
come on.
Pot. Starting with version 3.2, the Serenity Pot will be adding the long-awaited replication system.
What?
Wow, that's super amazing.
Yeah. This feature will allow travelers to use sharing codes to bring designs from other travelers' teapots and implement them in their own,
Okay.
or share their own teapot designs. I know there may be some travelers out there who have seen some amazing teapot designs that they've wanted to also create themselves, but didn't have the ability or time to make it. With this new function, travelers will be able to bring that creativity back to their own teapot or share their creativity with others.
Get ready to hit up your friends with amazing teapot
I want that
skills.
stage.
Oh, I can't wait to see everyone sharing their designs, especially with me.
Is this the Sumeru style?
Which brings us to our final update to share with everyone. This one is regarding the game's available languages. Starting with version 3.3, which will be the update following this one, Genshin Impact will be adding Turkish and Italian to the game language settings. So, players who'd prefer to see the game's text and UI in those languages can look forward to that.
The team truly hopes
Okay.
that travelers from all over the world can enjoy the game and start their own journeys through the world of Tibet.
For further details, please check Genshin Impact's official channels and keep an eye out for future announcements and info.
Wow, we've covered a ton of stuff. Seriously, it's a lot to take in.
For sure. So now's probably a great time for our last redemption code.
Oh yeah, let's go.
I'll take that picture. Aw, it's Layla. Design-wise, I think Layla's like 10 out of 10, by the way. Probably one of my favorite design characters in a while. Is that it? Are we done?
Which means we've arrived at the end of our special program.
This was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we covered a ton of stuff.
So much stuff.
Yeah. So many events too. But the thing that I'm most excited about is, of course, Nahida playable character, Nahida playable character, Nahida playable character.
Obviously.
I mean, I am too, because I won all the
for me,
Archons,
it was definitely
but,
the Ballet
Layla,
Dude, it looks so
Layla, though, like, dude,
insane.
I want her too.
No idea how I'm gonna do that.
I want her too.
Yeah, no, for me, oh my gosh, so many things. Battling the Dendro, hypostasis,
Alright,
and
guys,
of course
that's pretty much it for the live stream. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. You guys are amazing. Real quick, Kalphus of Flames. That's the name of a Honka character. His name is Kalphus, and he uses fire. Very interesting reference. I like it. I don't know if it's gonna have anything to do with him. Probably not. But I would like to throw that out there. Really excited for Layla. Really excited for Nahida. Definitely going to be pulling for her on my channel if you guys want to check that out. I guess that's it. I don't really know what else to do, so I'll see you guys later. Really horrible outro, but thank you guys so much for stopping by. I appreciate it, and I will see you guys next time. Bye. Bye-bye.
Remain for one to sacrifices. Still